You on the lookout for a big career move? Maybe a stable, prestigious job in a national institution? Well, you're going to want to listen up. Today, we're breaking down a massive hiring drive by the Central Sanskrit University. They're looking to fill 144 non-teaching roles all across the country, and we're going to cover everything you need to know to get your application in successfully.
First things first, let's be clear, this isn't just any university. The Central Sanskrit University was literally established by an act of parliament, which tells you it's a major national institution. And get this, it's got a top-tier A++ grade from Lakh. That's basically a stamp of top-tier quality and excellence. Okay, so how big is this opportunity really? We're talking about a whopping 144 vacancies. That is a significant number of jobs up for grabs, with everything from entry-level positions to senior leadership roles.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. We'll start with the open roles and what they pay. Then we'll walk through your application playbook step by step. After that, we'll decode all the fine print, the fees and documents, and maybe most importantly, we'll show you how to avoid those common mistakes that get applications rejected. Let's get into it.
All right, so what kind of jobs are we actually talking about here? Let's dive in and see what's on the table, because there's a pretty amazing variety. Now, what's really interesting here is that this is just a little sneak peek. In total, there are actually 20 different types of roles, but you can already see the incredible range, from the top dog registrar position at pay level 14 all the way down to multitasking staff at level 1. And look at that, 35 spots just for lower division clerks. There really is something at every level. And if we break it down, you can see exactly where the action is. A massive 45% of these roles are administrative. Add in another 25% for support staff, and wow. That means if you've got a background in administration, clerical work, or general support, this is a huge, huge opportunity for you. Okay, let's switch gears and get into the most important part, actually applying. Getting these steps right is absolutely critical, so we've laid out a clear playbook for you. So, here's the crucial thing you have to remember. This is a two-part process. You've got to do everything online through the Samarts portal, the registration, filling out the form, paying the fee. But you're not done yet. You also have to mail a physical, signed hard copy of your application along with self-attested documents. If you miss either of these two steps, your application is invalid. Simple as that.
All right, get your calendars out because these dates are non-negotiable. The online portal shuts down at 11:30 p.m. sharp on April 16th. But remember that physical copy we just talked about? It needs to be received by May 1st. The official notice actually warns everyone to apply well in advance to avoid last-minute website crashes or postal delays. Seriously, don't wait. Okay, now for the details that can really trip people up. The fees, the reservation rules, and all that key paperwork. Let's break it all down so there are no surprises. The application fee isn't just a flat rate for everyone. It's tiered. It all depends on the seniority of the job you're going for and your category. So as you can see, the fees are higher for those senior level posts and they get lower for the entry level ones. And really importantly, there are major concessions for SC, ST, and PWD candidates. Okay, listen up because this is where a lot of applications can go wrong. For OBC candidates, your non-creamy layer certificate has to be issued on or after April 1st of the current financial year. An old one just won't cut it. Same for EWS. It has to be valid for this financial year. And here's another key point. If you want to apply for more than one job, say both an LDC and a UDC role, you have to submit 2 separate applications and pay 2 separate fees. No shortcuts here. We've talked about what to do. Now let's talk about what not to do. This next part is all about helping you sidestep those common traps that lead to an instant no. This right here is probably the most important rule to understand if you're thinking about applying for more than one post, so pay close attention. The exams are all grouped into these 4 schedules. Think of each column as a time slot. Everything in Schedule 1 happens at the exact same time. Same for Schedule 2 and so on. So what does that mean for you? You can apply for a job from Schedule 1 and another from Schedule 3, no problem. But you absolutely cannot apply for 2 jobs from the same column, like assistant and junior engineer, because their exams are at the same time. You can't be in 2 places at once. You've got to pick one. Choose wisely. And here it is, your final how not to get rejected checklist. We've hit most of these already, missing that hard copy deadline, messing up the fee payment, having an invalid certificate, or trying to apply for 2 jobs in the same exam schedule. But also, if you're already a government employee, you need a no objection certificate. And make sure your signature and photo are the same everywhere.
Any one of these little mistakes can get your application tossed right out.
So, after all those rules and all those details, let's zoom back out. Let's get back to the big picture. What does this all really mean for you? This really says it all, doesn't it? It's not just about getting a job. This is a chance to build a real, stable, long-term career inside a highly rated national university that has campuses all over India. That's a pretty incredible opportunity.
With such a wide variety of roles, different pay levels, and locations across the country, this recruitment drive is a genuine pathway for so many people. So the only real question left to ask is, could one of these 144 positions be the next big step in your professional journey?